Now here on the boss, just using the ult seems like the choice. Like, look at the critical. Look at all that damage we're dealing. That's huge. Absolutely brutal. Alright, welcome back to some Ravenswatch. Playing Beowulf today. We're on Nightmare 9. Sorry there's no camera. It's being on the fritz right now, so going without. Our first upgrade, we've got Draconic Binds, which is a quest, and Explosive Fire. Draconic Binds, so we have to hit 2 enemies with a single worm ability, and it will increase our damage up to 10. And then at the end, it recharges faster, and then they deal even more damage. Explosive Fire, the ignited guys are going to explode when they die, which is kind of nice, but only really good if there's multiple guys. So we're going to go with Draconic Binds, plus the increased damage is going to be pretty good. So we'll go ahead right there, use our trait and power to hit 2 of them. And we'll avoid that pig's attacks. Oh, I'm gonna mess up. Block it. Oh, fat fingered things. This is a great start. Maybe I should play first thing in the morning. Alright, we're gonna go south. Catch this little thing right here. And then go up north, see what's in that item chest, get some more dream shards. And then maybe go back to that grimoire. Go. Alright. As long as we keep working on the quest and making progress on it, we'll be doing pretty well. So all these ghosts spawning is going to make a nice spot to hit a bunch of them at once. And we're going to get rid of this scarecrow as quickly as possible because it's boosting their damage. So while I am obviously trying to avoid the damage, you never know when I'm going to get clipped by something. We're basically just going to try and use our trait on cooldown and hit multiple guys each time and get that quest done as quickly as possible. Use our special in. 1, 2, 3. Toss it aside, trait, and activate. There we go. Let's see what we've got. Damage to bosses, shields, damage for negative effects. So we do catch people on fire, but I'm just going to take the bonus 30% damage to bosses. That just seems like a good consistent damage increase, at least for the final boss. Because, like, yeah, I'll catch them on fire and I'll get 10%, but 30% more when fighting these big guys is just going to be more for me, I believe. And on the plus side, as we, like, more game is released, right, we'll be able to get, like, more mileage out of it. Backing away as a heal. We're going to have to get rid of that dude because that's really annoying. 1, 2, 3. Traits and dodging around, moving away, and then we catch both of them there. We're already just about halfway in, and we've been playing for about 2 minutes. That's pretty good progress. We'll get this item, which is over here, and man, it looks really dark right now. I don't know if it's just because of the sun coming in my window, and it's just like catching the screen just right, and making everything look dark, or what. We're backing away from the scythe guy, because we knew he was about to activate an attack. And there we go. Alright, after each tree, our next 3 attacks have crit chance, and then we gain a permanent 10% attack speed. We're going to do that because our trait is going to be recharging faster once the quest is done. So we'll be able to get that bonus critical hit damage much more often. It seems a better choice. The cleave attacks are okay, but I have found that having that slower attack can often put me in a bad position because of just being unable to move and recover after the attacks. So yeah, your cleaving guy is better and you can get a lot of good AoE, but in the end you end up kind of taking more damage because you can't move. Now at a lower difficulty it's probably fine. I remember really liking it at the lower nightmare levels, but once you start cranking up the difficulty, taking a single hit is just so much more devastating. Let's go ahead and take the mermaid tears. We're getting some good damage buffs, so mermaid tears will help just kind of sustain us as we go. It'll affect our trait activated defense, so where we heal for blocking attacks, and then it's also going to increase all the vitality orbs that we pick up and things like that. Let's see what's in here. So these guys trait, hit a bunch of them at once, and we're going to dodge through. Good. We're going to get ready to dodge again. There should be one coming from the back. There we go. Activate the trait. We're going to use a special in. Lots of damage. And then power across. We're going to take some damage right there, which was unfortunate. I got greedy. My fault. Hit him with both hits. 1, 2, 3. The critical hit damage is doing a lot of work for us. And now we're going to go left, see what's over at this little gap, and then we'll see about going down to that Grimoire. If we can find a good opportunity to kind of split off, then that's what we'll do. Blocking. Boom. There we go. Circling around some more. Activate the trait again. Special across. Get ready to block that thing. Boom. 1, 2, 3. Now something you can do, there's another upgrade where you have an increased critical hit chance against burning enemies. And so what you can do, if you get both that upgrade as well as the one we picked up that increases our crit chance to 100 after activating the trait, you would activate your trait, hit them a couple times to use all your guaranteed crits, then use an ability to catch guys on fire and have an increased critical hit chance. So you just gotta practice like how you're staggering your different abilities. Go, block him. There we go, special across. 1, 2, 3, we're missing some attacks. There we go. Let's go ahead and travel back down here and we'll go to the Sandman. Drop down below him, hit whatever's to the left of that Grimoire, and then go to the Grimoire. Nice, we got both. Actually, our quest is done, so I don't even have to focus on hitting 2 guys at once anymore. And you can tell, see how much faster that trait activates or recharges. It's really nice. Moving away from all them. Blocking. Oh, I didn't have it on cooldown. Spin him. Boom. Back away. Back away again. So even though it took that damage, it was fine because we had that heal right there. And now we'll clear this up. What have we got? Give me something, give me something. Okay, one of those. It's not, terrible. Spin. Boom. Clip them a little bit. Get ready to block some stuff if needed. Blocking that. There we are. Going across. Activate 1, 2, 3. Across here. So both on fire. We're going to dodge to the other side of that thing. There we are. Once he does that, go to that side. Activate. Get some auto attacks in and then spin. Nice. Upgrade. The ignite lasts longer and deals more damage. We're going to do that one. So there's the Blazing Runes is the one I was talking about earlier. But we're going to take Furnace. We've already got a crit chance thing. And the burning dealing more damage and lasting longer. It's just a nice, solid DPS increase. Though if you got both of those upgrades, they synchronize really well. Because they're burning longer, which means you have a greater chance of, or more opportunity to capitalize on an increased crit. So it's a good synchronized upgrades. Boom, activate. 1, 2, 3, dash across. Catch a bunch of them with that ability. 1, 2, 3, special across with a whole lot of them. 1, 2, 3. We're gonna get ready to heal up with our defense. Boom. Let's try and get them. We're gonna use a special. 1, 2, 3. There we go. Stay. Lost a healing globe. That's okay. Let's get dream shards. And we'll go right. Maybe get that healing fountain, whatever's over there. Again, I like to get the dream shards there just on the off chance I can use them for items or the wishing well. Basically items. And sometimes for upgrades, depending on what I have going on. Right here, we are getting a lot of upgrades, or a lot of dream shards. Here we go. That sometimes you can stagger these guys with certain attacks. Sometimes my power is able to actually do it if you catch them right. That was a terrible miss. Now the Drake, yeah, if you notice, I activated my Drakeling for my trait, and then I never did anything with him. So if you don't do anything, you don't activate any abilities, he will just kind of fly back down and the cooldown resets. So you don't have to worry about it being on full cooldown. I guess really, depending on how long he's up there, maybe that is the cooldown, quote unquote. I'm gonna get him to trigger his attack and go to the other side. There we go. And we're gonna catch a bunch of them with our power and trait. We're gonna block this one. Boom. special across. Activate the trait. Boom. Try to go across in time. Activate you again. We're going to use this one to heal up. Oh, there's another one. It's unfortunate. Spin across. Why? How are there 3? When did that happen? Blocking them for healing. There we go. So many. Side. Took a little bit of a hit. Unfortunate. I didn't want to actually do it like that. I meant to use my special so I could move on the other side because I knew he was about to vomit. Right. Took a bit of damage there, but we moved through it fairly quickly. Another eye thing, which is okay. It's revealing a bunch of things on the other side of the map, which isn't really what I want to know. What I would like is a key, because then I could actually do something with the like mini bosses and the item I got that increases my damage to bosses, you know? Blocking all that for some healing. Boom. Cross. Messed up that. Spin. We're able to use the movement on that special to avoid the roots. Boom. Q, upgrade time. Attack and special have an increased crit chance against the Knighted or the Eruption one. We'll take the Blazing Runes. You know, we only get a few attacks with guaranteed critical hits, so with that other upgrade having a longer bit of burning duration, it's pretty nice. Ah, yeah, can't dodge forward through them. Something that would have been kind of nice is actually the other upgrade we didn't take at level 1, where we got exploding enemies, because then we can catch people with a whole bunch of burning effects, last longer, and then they explode, catching people back on fire. So, again, if I had known that all my upgrades would have been kind of burning, maybe I would have taken that instead of the trait. But the trait is a good choice, because it does give us a more constant trait effect, so, and a consistent burning, because on single target guys, right, that explosion means nothing. And you can see we got several critical hits there. That last one was 92 damage, and we had like a 31 right in there as well. Catch one of these. 1, 2, 3, block. Boom. 1, 2, 3, spin cross. Dash crossed. Boom. Move away. And alright, keep it moving. We're just gonna kind of keep moving up towards that tumor and then do that fight. Because I'm not super confident in doing those red places over there, the difficult ones. 1, 2, blocking. There we go. Big chain reaction, huge damage. Jerks rocking me. So let's do this one now. 1, 2, 3. Do that just to get it going faster, right? 1, 2, 3. We're gonna go across here because we want them by each other, so I can take care of these healing ones. Spin across all of them, catch them on fire. We're taking a lot of damage, really unfortunate. Activate the trait. Come across all 3 of them. Blocking. Boom. There we are. Good damage. What do you got? Another cultist dude. Get ready to dodge through some of the laser and stuff. Blocking a bunch. Move away. And now we're going to pull them into each other. Except I'm not, apparently. Okay. 1, 2, 3. There we go. Move away from him. He's getting ready to do his thing, right? We use that to heal up a bit. Boom. Boom. 1, 2, 3. Finished him. Now we can just focus on this laser worm. Activate the trait. 1, 2, 3. Hit him with that. Catch him on fire. Some more crit chance. Moving. Boom, boom, boom. Alright. Activate the trait. Get auto attacks in first, and then hit them with an ability to catch him on fire. And get more critical hit chance. Blocking his attacks. Dodging across. And then we're going to spin. Fortunately, we still got hit by the thing. 1, 2, 3. Boom. Hit all of them at once. Blocking the web. 1, 2, 3. Dash through. Which is perfect. Excellent. Not a bad fight. Took us a little bit, but that's okay. Mostly it was that second wave, right? Activate that. 1, 2, 3. Cross. 1, 2, 3. Look at that mean critical hit damage. So we should take a look at the Sandman, because oftentimes he has, he has a variety of items. Some defense, some offense, and the offense ones can often include damage to, or increase critical hit damage. So if we can get one of those, we're going to be doing a ton of damage. Activate the trait. 1, 2, 3. Going across so he doesn't hit us, and then hit all of them with flame. We're going to just block that, and we're going to use a special here in just a moment to go on the other side of this Berserker cultist. There we go. Boom. And luckily, this dude was not able to do a whole bunch of healing, which was fantastic. That level up put us back at pretty much full health, which is great. Dragon Worm. This one is actually going to work pretty well. So in a way, that trait quest we got sort of works against our ultimate, because we can't activate our trait again while the ultimate is going on. So like, you activate it, you're not going to have access to it for a while. So we're going to miss out on a couple of our upgrades. That's kind of my most frustrating part of Beowulf for me. That being said, I mean, it does do some pretty decent damage. I did not want to do that. That was a huge mistake on my part. Spin across. So luckily, that mermaid tier thing is really making those give us some good mileage off of those healing globes. It probably wouldn't be as big of an issue at lower difficulties, because right now one of the nightmare things decreases how much healing those give us. So at lower difficulties, when you're getting the standard amount of healing from the globes, getting increased healing from them, it isn't such a big deal. But higher difficulties, much more valuable. I still really want to find a wishing well. We're going to block his attacks. Boom. 1, 2, 3. Spin across. Boom. Catch them on fire. Catch him. There we go. 1, 2. That burning effect was able to finish off the dude because it had increased damage and lasted longer. Ooh, we got one of these things, which is kind of a bummer. 2, 3. Spin across. Ooh, that was a mistake. So that's a similar effect the boss will do to us too. We're going to go ahead and activate our ultimate here and just let them burn across. If we can get rid of the Scarecrow, that would be pretty swell. Avoid the fire. We're going to catch all these globes as much as possible. 1, 2, 3. Get a bunch of them with fire. And then we're going to block. That way. There we go. Spin across. Move. Oh, we didn't get that globe. It's kind of unfortunate. Nice. Just as dude left now. Now, something I will say about his ultimate, even though it doesn't like work with our trait quest exactly, it does catch people on fire, which means that we are, burning people and we're getting increased crit chance. And despite everything I just said, I took something to reduce our ultimate cooldown. And there it is. 2, 3, spin across. Good. Dashing across. Ready to move. We activated this, which is a little bit of problem blocking. Boom. Get ready to dodge all of them. We're going to activate the ultimate now, because we're just going to try and move. There's a lot of enemies happening here, and we need to make sure we're not just staying flat-footed. Avoiding the fireballs. Dashing across. Oh, block. Good blocks. Across here. Oh, I'm in trouble. Activate this. 1, 2, 3. Cross them. Boom. They're on fire. Dash across. Lots of big slams. Thankfully, we're doing a ton of critical hit damage now. Activate this. 1, 2, 3. Dash. 1, 2. Good. Not a bad fight. We didn't go down, which is a big piece. Let's see what we do. So, power deals more damage. Increase vitality. Increase attacks. We're going to increase our attack damage because it's going to work well with our critical hits. Reduce power, special, defense cooldown. Let's do defense cooldown, and then see what our legendary is. Obtaining magical items, you get another choice. Damage can exceed 30% of our maximum health. Ooh. We're gonna do the golden coat of chainmail. That'll kind of help with some of the big attacks from the boss, If we had more time, the increased magical item choice would be an excellent one, because it would give us some great options later on. So we're going to take critical hits deal 25% more damage, and then probably increase crit chance. Yeah, I think that feels like the right choice. Now we're going to go up north. We've got about a minute left. I want to get that vitality fountain and heal ourselves up so that we are topped off for the final fight. Bad thing is I'm kind of triggering a bunch of dudes, and hopefully that's not going to like come back to bite us in the butt as far as like being in combat. Blocking that. Oh, he killed. He died. He killed. And there it is. Topped it off. And now we're pretty much just ready to go now. If I had a good way to just get there immediately, I would just go and activate it right now. I'm curious. There is, I think, the second ultimate that Aladdin is going to get is Magic Carpet. So it will allow you to travel all over the place or something. So I kind of want to know like what that's going to be like, because that could help when you're just like, all right, we're ready to go now. We want to get back to this place. We don't have it Raven Roost immediately here. Like, let's go. We're just going to avoid them. Oh, it's an item. Oh, shit. How much? I got 30 seconds. Burn them up. 1, 2, 3. Spin cross. Block. If I had known that was an item, I might have tried to get it immediately. Okay. 10 seconds. Let's go. Let's go. Don't trigger anybody. Don't trigger anybody. Armor. The regeneration might have been a good choice because we had something that increased our healing, but I don't have anything to increase my armor right now either. So having some kind of armor seems like a pretty good choice. Oh, crack my neck. Here we go. Get ready to dodge to the other side. Activate our trait and catch them both on fire. Moving away. We're just going to dodge through. 1, 2, 3. Oopsies. It's really interesting that the first wave of this guy's like thorn things are slower. I blocked his attack. I probably could have avoided it, but I just wasn't in a great spot. So I didn't feel like trying to like really work around it. Get ready to dodge that. Sorry, I had to pause the game for a second. Alright, there we go. Oop. Activate the trait, get some good critical hits. Hit him with his power, burns him up, and then lots of damage. Dodging those. 1, 2, activate the trait. Boom. There we go. I went kind of ham in there. I just wanted to get him down as fast as possible. Now here on the boss, just using the ult seems like the choice. Like, look at the critical. Look at all that damage we're dealing. That's huge. Absolutely brutal. I'm gonna block this for some healing. Oh, we need to move though. Oof. Move back to this side. 1, 2, 3. Hit there. Boom, boom, boom. We're being a bit aggressive here. Maybe that's okay. Who knows? Going across. We're gonna circle a little bit. Go on the other side now. Block that for some healing. 2, spin across, moving over, keep circling kind of the side, strafing, so that we don't get caught by this stupid tentacle. Dodge to the other side so he can smash us. Get a little bit of healing there. Spin, finishes him. Oh, we need to go to this side. It's the only way to make it out in time. And then we circle close. He's going to do that attack. Try to get some critical hits. Boom. 1, 2, 3. We're a little aggressive here again. That wasn't the last tentacle like I was thinking. Activate this. Excellent. Spin, and then this. There we go. Now the extra 30% bonus damage to bosses, I think, is making a huge difference here. I mean, look at these the numbers on that. Very good run. Very good run. I find that trait 1 is pretty nice. That upgrade, it just gives you a nice little extra bit of damage, and being able to activate the trait more often is, again, another way of increasing how much damage you deal, or even healing, because you can use it for your defense. And it kind of synchronizes nicely with some of his other upgrades. But there it is. It's pretty good. I'm curious to see as well how some of that works with his whatever his second ultimate is going to be. Because if I don't really like how that some of those upgrades go while using his ultimate and the worm is flying around so I can't activate my trait, maybe his second upgrade or his second ultimate will be a little different. Maybe won't like take away my use of the trait. But there it is. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and as always, take care of yourselves.